Hello, everyone, and welcome back to My Daily English. I am Marco, and today we are talking about a very important social skill, small talk.
Hi, Marco. I am Emma. Small talk is the short conversation we have with people we don't know very well. It's like a bridge that helps us start a real relationship or just be polite.
Exactly. We use it with neighbors, colleagues, or even strangers at a bus stop. Many students feel nervous about small talk because they don't know what to say. They think they need to talk about big, serious topics.
But that is the secret, Marco. Small talk is about little things. We talk about the weather, our weekend, or the coffee we are drinking. It's not about deep philosophy, it's about making the other person feel comfortable.
At the A2 level, you have enough English to handle these situations. You just need some simple phrases and a bit of confidence. In this podcast, we will explore different small talk scenarios.
We have 20 parts today. We will learn how to open a conversation, how to listen actively, and how to end a chat politely. Are you ready to practice your social English, Marco?
I am very ready, Emma. Let's start with the most famous topic in the world, the weather. Emma, why do people always talk about the weather? It seems a bit boring sometimes, doesn't it?
It might seem boring, Marco, but the weather is the safest topic. Everyone experiences the weather at the same time. It's an easy way to agree with a stranger.
That's true. If I am standing at a bus stop and it's raining, I can look at the person next to me and say, "It's really pouring today, isn't it?"
Exactly. The other person will probably say, "Yes, it's terrible. I forgot my umbrella." And just like that, you have started a conversation. You can also use positive weather.
Like saying, "It's a beautiful day, isn't it? I hope it stays sunny for the weekend." Notice how I use "isn't it" at the end. We call these tag questions.
Tag questions are perfect for small talk because they invite the other person to speak. You're not just making a statement, you're asking for their opinion.
It's much more natural than just saying, "The weather is good." By adding "isn't it," you make the conversation social. It shows that you are a friendly and open person.
So, next time you are in an elevator or a queue, try a weather comment. It is the easiest way to break the ice.
Emma, the office kitchen is a very popular place for small talk. When you are making a cup of coffee and a colleague walks in, what do you say?
I usually start with a friendly greeting. "Hi, Sarah. How's your morning going so far?" It's a simple question that shows you are interested in their day.
That's good. Sometimes I ask about work tasks, but in a light way. For example, "Are you busy today or is it a quiet Tuesday for you?"
I like that. If the person looks tired, I might say, "I think we both need this coffee today. Did you have a long morning?" This creates a feeling of we are in this together.
We can also talk about the office environment. Have you tried the new tea they put in the cupboard? Or is it just me or is it a bit cold in the office today?
These are shared experiences. You are both in the same building, so you talk about things you both see. Small talk at work helps you build a better team.
Just remember not to talk about very serious work problems in the kitchen. Save the big issues for the meeting room. Small talk should stay light and positive.
I agree. A short, friendly chat while the coffee is brewing can make the whole workday feel much more pleasant for everyone.
Friday afternoon is a special time. Everyone is thinking about the weekend. Emma, how do you use small talk to talk about the upcoming break?
Around 3 or 4 o'clock on Friday, I often ask, "Do you have any exciting plans for the weekend, Marco?" It's the most common Friday question in the English-speaking world.
I hear that question every week. If I don't have big plans, I usually say, "Not much, just relaxing at home. What about you?"
If I am going somewhere, I might say, "I'm going to visit my parents," or "I'm planning to see that new movie at the cinema." This gives you more things to talk about.
If someone says they're going to a concert, you can ask, "Oh, what kind of music is it?" Or, "Have you seen them perform before?" This shows you're a good listener.
Small talk is 50% speaking and 50% listening. When you ask follow-up questions, people feel that you actually care about their lives.
It's also polite to wish them a good time. Before I leave the office, I always say, "Have a great weekend," or "Enjoy your trip."
Those small wishes make a big difference. They leave a positive impression, and people will be happy to see you again on Monday morning.
Monday morning is the opposite of Friday. We are back at work and we often feel a bit slow. Emma, how do we start the week with small talk?
The classic question is, how was your weekend? Or did you do anything fun over the weekend? Most people expect this question on a Monday morning.
I usually say, "It was great, thanks. It was very relaxing." Or if the weather was bad, I might say, "It was okay, but I stayed inside because of the rain."
If someone tells you about a specific event, like a birthday party, you should remember to ask about it. How was your sister's birthday party? Did she like her gift?
This shows that you have a good memory. It makes the other person feel special because you remembered their plans from Friday afternoon.
We can also talk about our energy levels. I'm still a bit sleepy today. I need another coffee. This is a very common Monday feeling that many people share.
It's a way to connect. Small talk on Monday is usually about transitioning from the personal weekend back to the professional work week.
Keep it brief, though. On Monday, people are usually busy checking their emails. A 2-minute chat is perfect before you start your first task of the day.
Emma, giving a compliment is a fantastic way to start small talk. It makes the other person feel good immediately. What can we compliment safely?
You can compliment something someone is wearing. For example, "I really like your sweater, Marco. That color looks great on you." It's a very positive opening.
Thank you, Emma. If someone has a new haircut, you can say, "Did you get a haircut? It looks really nice." People usually appreciate it when you notice a change.
You can also compliment someone's work or a presentation they gave. "Great job on the report yesterday. It was very clear and helpful." This builds confidence.
When you receive a compliment, the best response is a simple, "Thank you. That's very kind of you." You can also give a small detail, like, "Thanks, I bought it on sale last week."
Adding a small detail helps the conversation continue. If I say, "I bought it on sale," you can ask, "Oh, where did you find it?" And the small talk continues naturally.
Just remember to be sincere. Only give a compliment if you actually mean it. People can usually tell if you're being fake, and that can make the conversation awkward.
Sincerity is key. A small, honest compliment can turn a stranger into a friend in just a few seconds.
Emma, when we move beyond the weather, we often talk about hobbies. A very common question is, "What do you do in your spare time?" Or, "What are you into?"
What are you into is a very natural, modern way to ask about interests. If someone asks me that, I might say, "I'm really into yoga, and I've started learning to cook recently."
That's interesting. If I want to know more, I can ask, "How long have you been doing yoga?" Or, "What's your favorite dish to cook so far?"
These are great follow-up questions. They move the conversation from a simple list of facts to a real discussion about experiences and feelings.
I usually say, "I'm a big fan of football." Even if the other person doesn't like sports, they can ask, "Which team do you support?" And the chat stays active.
If you find a shared interest, that is the gold of small talk. If we both like hiking, we can spend 10 minutes talking about our favorite trails and mountains.
But if you have nothing in common, don't worry. You can still be a curious listener. Ask questions about their hobby even if you don't do it yourself.
Curiosity is a superpower in small talk. If you show interest in the other person's world, they will think you are a great conversationalist.
Everybody eats. That makes food a perfect topic for small talk. Emma, how do you start a conversation about restaurants or meals?
If I am at work, I might ask a colleague, "What are you having for lunch today? It smells delicious." It's a very friendly and natural way to start a chat.
I often ask for recommendations. Have you tried that new Italian place on the corner? I'm thinking about going there for dinner tonight.
That is a very useful question. People love giving their opinions on food. They might say, "Yes, the pasta is amazing, but it's a bit expensive."
If someone says they love spicy food, I can say, "Me too. I really like Thai curry. Do you know a good Thai restaurant in the city center?
Food talk is very visual. You can describe tastes and colors. I had a great avocado toast this morning with a perfect cup of coffee. It sounds very pleasant.
We can also talk about cooking at home. Did you cook anything special over the weekend? Or, I'm trying to eat more vegetables this month.
Food is a universal language. Whether you are a professional chef or you just like pizza, you can always find something to say about your favorite meal.
Nowadays, everyone is watching something on Netflix or at the cinema. Emma, what is your favorite small talk question about movies and series?
I usually ask, have you seen any good movies lately? Or, are you watching anything interesting on TV at the moment? It's a very popular topic.
If the person says, I'm watching a documentary about space, I can ask, oh, is it on Netflix? I'm looking for something new to watch this weekend.
This is very helpful because we all need recommendations. If I love a show, I can spend 5 minutes explaining why the characters are so great and why you should watch it.
We can also talk about the binge-watching habit. I stayed up until 2 a.m. watching that series because I couldn't stop. Most people can relate to that feeling.
Yes, I have done that many times. We can also discuss actors or directors. I really like that actor. He was great in his last movie, too.
Just be careful with spoilers. Never tell the ending of a movie unless the other person has already seen it. That is a big rule of movie small talk.
Good point, Marco. If you stay safe with the plot, talking about entertainment is a fun and easy way to spend time with a colleague or a friend.
Travel is an aspirational topic. It makes people feel happy and excited. Emma, how do you use travel in your small talk?
If someone is going on a trip, I ask, where are you going for your summer vacation this year? Or, I heard you went to Paris last month. How was it?
People love talking about their travels. They will tell you about the food, the weather, and the museums. You can ask, what was the best part of your trip?
If I haven't traveled for a while, I might say, I'm dreaming of a beach holiday. I really need some sun and some relaxation. This shows your personality.
We can also ask for travel tips. I'm planning to visit Rome in the autumn. Do you have any suggestions for good places to stay or visit?
Travel talk is great because it's very positive. Even if you only travel to a small town nearby, you can share a funny story about the journey or a beautiful view you saw.
It's a way to learn about the world through other people's eyes. I always feel inspired after talking to someone who has just returned from a big adventure.
Me too. Travel small talk is like a mini vacation for your mind during a busy work day or a quiet evening at home.
Small talk isn't just for the office. We often see our neighbors in the hallway or the elevator. Emma, what do you say to someone who lives in your building?
I always start with a smile and a simple, "Good morning, how are you today?" If I see them carrying many grocery bags, I might say, "That looks heavy. Do you need a hand with the door?"
That's very kind. We can also talk about the building itself. The elevator is a bit slow today, isn't it? Or have you seen the new plants in the entrance?
Neighbors also talk about local news. Did you hear about the new cafe opening on our street? Or the garbage collection is late this week. I wonder why.
It's a way to feel safe and connected in your neighborhood. If you know your neighbors' names, the building feels much more like a community and less like a hotel.
I sometimes ask about their pets. Your dog is so cute. What's his name? Pets are a cheat code for small talk because owners love talking about them.
It's true. If you have a dog, people will stop to talk to you every 5 minutes. It's the ultimate way to meet people in your local area.
Keep neighborly small talk short. Usually people are on their way out or coming home tired, so a 1-minute chat is perfect and polite.
Talking to strangers on a bus or a train can be tricky. In some cultures, it's normal, and in others, people prefer silence. What is your advice, Emma?
You have to read the room. If someone is wearing headphones or reading a book, they probably want to be alone. But if they look around and smile, you can try a small comment.
A safe topic is the journey itself. The train is very crowded today, isn't it? Or, I think we are running a few minutes late.
I sometimes ask for information if I'm not sure about the stop. Excuse me, does this bus go to the city center? This is a very natural way to start a brief interaction.
If you see someone reading a book that you have already read, you can say, "That's a great book. I finished it last month. Are you enjoying it?"
This is a bit more personal, so be careful. If they give a short answer, just smile and go back to your own business. Don't force a long conversation if the other person is busy.
Politeness on public transport is about being helpful. "You can have my seat if you like," or "There's some space over here." These are small but very positive gestures.
A small, friendly interaction can make a long commute feel much shorter and much more pleasant for everyone on the bus or the train.
Emma, small talk is not just about what you say. It's also about how you listen. What is active listening, and why is it important for our students?
Active listening means showing the other person that you are paying attention. In English, we use listening noises like, "Oh, really? Wow, I see," or "That's interesting."
These small sounds are very important. If you stay completely silent, the other person might think you are bored or that you don't understand them.
We also use body language. Nodding your head and making eye contact are key. It shows that you are present in the conversation and not thinking about your phone.
Another trick is to repeat the last thing they said as a question. For example, if I say, "I went to a jazz concert," you can say, "A jazz concert? That sounds fun. Where was it?"
This is a perfect way to keep the conversation moving without having to think of completely new topics. You are just following the thread of the other person's story.
It makes you a safe person to talk to. People love talking to good listeners because they feel respected and understood. It's a very valuable social skill to have.
So don't worry about being a perfect speaker. Just focus on being a perfect listener, and the small talk will be much easier and more successful for you.
Sports is a huge topic for small talk, especially among colleagues. Emma, even if you don't like sports, can you still participate in the conversation?
Yes, absolutely. You can ask, "Did you watch the game last night?" Or "Who won the match between the local teams?" Even if you don't know the rules, people love explaining them.
That's true. If I'm a big fan, I will spend 10 minutes telling you about the best goal or the terrible referee. You just have to say, "Oh, really? That sounds exciting."
We can also talk about the atmosphere. The stadium must have been very loud, or "It's great to see so many people supporting the team in our city."
If you have a favorite sport, like tennis or swimming, you can share your own experience. "I played tennis on Sunday, but I'm not very good yet." It's a very relatable comment.
Major events like the Olympics or the World Cup are universal small talk topics. Everyone is talking about them, so it's easy to join the discussion with a simple question or opinion.
Sports talk is usually very energetic and positive. It's a great way to bond with people, especially if you support the same team or enjoy the same activity on the weekends.
Just be careful with rivalries. If you support a different team, keep it friendly and funny. Small talk should never turn into a real argument about sports or anything else.
We mentioned this briefly, but pets are a fantastic topic. Emma, why are animals so good for small talk?
Because people have very strong emotional connections to their pets. If I see a photo of your cat on your desk, I can ask, "Oh, is that your cat? What's his name? He looks very fluffy."
I will immediately show you 5 more photos. Pet owners love sharing stories about the funny things their animals do. It's a very warm and human topic.
We can talk about the challenges, too. Is it difficult to look after a big dog in the city? Or, "My cat always wakes me up at 5 a.m. for food."
Many people can relate to those stories. If you don't have a pet, you can talk about dream pets. I'd love to have a golden retriever one day when I have a bigger house.
Even talking about wild animals or nature can work. "I saw a beautiful bird in the park today," or "There are many squirrels in my garden this autumn."
It's a safe and happy topic. Animals bring out a very kind and gentle side in people, which is perfect for a friendly and relaxed small talk conversation at the office or in the street.
So if you see a dog or a photo of a pet, don't be afraid to ask a question. It is a guaranteed way to have a long and pleasant chat with anyone.
We live in a digital world, so technology is a very modern small talk topic. Emma, how do you talk about phones or apps with your friends or colleagues?
If someone has a new phone, I might say, "Is that the new model?" The camera looks amazing. Are you happy with it so far? It's a practical and interesting opening.
We often talk about digital habits. I'm trying to spend less time on social media this month, or I found a great new app for learning English. It's really helpful.
That is a perfect recommendation. We also talk about the frustrations of technology. My laptop is so slow today. I think it needs a restart. Most people will agree and share their own tech problems.
We can discuss movies or series through technology. Are you still using that streaming service? Is there anything good to watch at the moment?
Technology is a shared tool. We all use it, so we all have opinions and experiences. It's a very easy way to start a conversation with someone of any age or background.
Just try not to get too technical. You don't need to talk about processors or RAM. Keep it to user experience. Is it fast? Is it pretty? Is it useful?
Good advice, Marco. Small talk about gadgets should be about how they help us or how they annoy us in our daily lives.
In big cities, many people come from different places. Emma, how do you ask someone about their hometown without being too personal or intrusive?
A very common question is, where are you from originally? Or how long have you lived in this city? It's a very natural way to learn about someone's background.
If they say they are from a small town in Italy, I can say, "Oh, I've never been there, but I heard the food in that region is wonderful. What is the town like?"
People usually enjoy describing their hometowns. They might talk about the nature, the famous landmarks, or the quiet life there compared to the busy city.
We can also compare places. Is the weather very different there? Or do you miss the food from your home region? It's a way to talk about identity and memories.
If you are from the same place, that's an immediate connection. You're from Bristol? Me too. Which part did you live in? It's like finding a long-lost friend.
Even if you have lived in the same city your whole life, you can talk about how it has changed. This neighborhood used to be very quiet 10 years ago, didn't it?
They could talk about how it changed in this way.
Origins and history are rich topics. They help us understand who the person is and where they came from, which is the foundation of every deep and meaningful relationship.
Since we are all English learners, why not use that for small talk? Emma, is it okay to tell someone that you are practicing your English?
Absolutely. In fact, it's a great way to get support. You can say, "I'm practicing my English at the moment, so please tell me if I make a mistake." People are usually very helpful and patient.
You can ask for help with a specific word. What is the word for the thing you use to open a bottle? Or how do you pronounce this street name correctly?
It shows that you are hardworking and motivated. You can also talk about your learning journey. I've been studying for 6 months, and I'm finally starting to understand the news on the radio.
We can share tips with other learners. Do you watch movies in English with subtitles? Or I listen to a podcast called My Daily English every morning on my way to work.
This creates a sense of community. Learning a language is a big challenge, and talking about it makes the process feel much less lonely and much more exciting for everyone involved.
Don't be shy about your level. Small talk is the best way to practice because the sentences are short and the topics are simple. Every hello is a step towards fluency.
I agree. Your English doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be social. Focus on the connection, and the grammar will follow with time and practice.
Sometimes the hardest part of small talk is how to stop. You don't want to be rude, but you have to go back to work or catch your bus. Emma, how do we end a chat politely?
You should use a signaling phrase first. For example, "Well, I should probably get back to work," or "It's been great catching up, but I have a meeting in 5 minutes."
This tells the other person that the conversation is finishing soon. It's much better than just walking away. You can also say, "I'll let you get on with your day now."
After the signal, you should give a final positive comment. "Good luck with your presentation later," or "I hope you have a wonderful afternoon at the park."
And the final goodbye, "See you later," "Have a good one," or "Take care." It leaves a very warm and professional impression.
If you want to stay in touch, you can say, "Let's grab a coffee sometime next week," or "I'll send you the link to that movie we talked about."
Ending a conversation well is just as important as starting it well. It ensures that the other person feels happy and respected, and they will be glad to talk to you again next time.
So don't be afraid that you will be stuck in a conversation forever. Use these polite exit phrases, and you will always be in control of your social interactions.
Well, Emma, we have covered many different small talk topics today, from weather and offices to pets and departures. I hope our A2 students feel much more confident now.
I hope so too, Marco. My biggest advice is keep it simple. You don't need difficult words to be a great small talker. A smile and a "how are you" are the best tools you have.
Remember to listen as much as you speak. People love talking about themselves, so ask questions and show genuine interest in their answers. It is the secret of every successful conversation.
Don't be afraid of silence. A small pause is okay. You don't have to talk every second. Just stay relaxed and positive, and the words will come to you naturally with time and practice.
Thank you for listening to our podcast on My Daily English. We are very proud of your progress. Small talk is a skill that gets better every time you try it, so start today.
Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more English lessons. We love being part of your learning journey and helping you speak with confidence every day.
We wish you many happy and interesting conversations this week. Stay social, stay positive, and keep practicing your English every single day. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. See you in the next video. Have a great time practicing.